Live action anime is probably the most scariest string of words you could ever say in this day and age, because every time we see one, it's either very, very bad, which is mostly the case, or with some exceptions, like, say, One Piece, for example, it could potentially do very well. Now, I like anime. I've said it before, it's probably my favorite form of medium in terms of entertainment for the longest time. I talk about it a bit, I talked about it on stream. If you want to hear me talk about it more, you can come watch me when I live stream. This is just the footage of the games I play. I stream on here and on Twitch almost every day. Come join in if you want to have some fun, chat. If you do, you'll get a few extra inches on your dick. Now, the reason I'm talking about this right now is because I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw that there has been a live action adaptation by Netflix again, but this time it's for Solo Leveling, of all things. Now, I like Solo Leveling. I think a lot of people do. It's probably the biggest power fantasy anime right now, to be completely honest, because it fucking goes hard on everything. The story is amazing. The fighting's freaking awesome. It's a really, really good show. And this kind of makes me a little bit worried because I feel like it's rushing into the live action stuff. I know it's very, very popular, but I can't help but feel a little bit worried just seeing that it's only 2 seasons in. We haven't even gotten to pretty much the climax of the whole series yet, and they're already doing live action stuff. Now, to be fair, I could be wrong. This could actually be really, really good. The K-drama scene on Netflix has actually been very, very popular and well received. So it could potentially be something that people will watch and people will enjoy. But the other thing is, it's because of how insane the choreography and all the shadows that he has come out. All this stuff that's happening on the screen in the anime is just going to be a total mystery just for how this stuff plays out. So I'm assuming it's going to end off like the first season of the anime ended, where he gets Igris and he becomes a Shadow Master. And there's already a lot happening in that season because he's got to go through all these trials. He's going to get beaten the fuck out of, and then like once he gets his shadows, like when he fights all those shadows in the realm to where he gets his job change, I wonder how they're gonna do that. It's gonna be a lot of CG mostly, I'm pretty sure, but I'm really curious to see how they make that work, considering he's gonna have them out pretty much all the time after the first season. And then like with all the fight choreography, all the weird camera angles, and even it's not even him, it's going to be all the other side characters that are thrown into the fray because they're potential powerhouses. I mean, they're not as strong as him, but there's a lot of stuff that happens in this show that makes it almost hard to do live action. I'm not saying like One Piece is the exception here, but I think what One Piece has going for it is that it's speeding the process along. It's just going into the essentials. So that's the other thing. And there's not really any filler to this show. So it's gonna be straight combat and storytelling no matter what. I was looking through the thread that this was posted on, and I saw that the crowd that was talking about this is very split down the middle. There are people who are saying that the guy who's being casted for Sung Jin-woo is a good choice, and there's also some who just want to stay away from it entirely because they don't want it ruined because the anime is really good. Now, I looked at this, and apparently he's a really, really good actor. So he has a reputation, which is great. I'm glad they're bringing in someone who has at least some form of resume that can potentially bring good things to the series. It's honestly really interesting how divisive that this topic is. Who knows, we could be getting a contender for live action with One Piece. I couldn't tell you. I don't really know. I think it could be really fun. It'll be interesting because I want to see how he does all the fighting, how he brings up all the shadows, how he's gonna just be a complete fucking monster to everything. And I think that's what the Korean dramas kind of have going for them. They really put the budget in there, and they really try and sell the acting to be really good. So it could be good. I'm not saying it's gonna be good or it's gonna be bad, but I'm gonna keep an open mind on it just because I'm curious to see how well that this could turn out or how bad this could potentially be. I don't want to jinx it, but I think it could potentially be something good. So we'll see how it goes. Let me know what y'all think. But other than that though, thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.